Oh yeah, it's time to get your streaming devices ready. Load them up and press play. It's time to Netflix and chill with Tom and Reuben.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Dude, have you watched any of that Black Summer?
Black Summer?
Yeah.
No, what is that?
It's a fucking zombie show.
Oh, dude. No, I haven't seen it. I got to watch it. If it's I didn't even know it was a zombie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and I said this last episode, my whole life has been consumed with the Americans. It's all I've been watching. Dude,
That's hilarious.
I had to get through it, man. I had to know how it ended.
Yeah, but
What?
no.
It's a great ending. If you haven't watched the show,
I've never watched the show.
It's a great ending. The final episode, in my opinion, ranks up there with maybe not as good. I mean, certainly not as good as Breaking Bad. Maybe not as good as The Sopranos, which was a great final episode, but I think The Americans might be number
Dude,
3 behind
hate
those
that
two.
final episode of The Sopranos.
They hate it because of what happened. They hate it because they're either too stupid to know that the whole thing going dark. Look, spoiler alert! If you don't want to know what happens at the end of Sopranos,
A show that ended like 20 fucking years ago.
They're either too stupid to know that the whole screen going black and everything going quiet and done is the lights getting turned off for Tony Soprano and Tony Soprano
Right.
finally getting shot in the head, or they don't like it because Tony Soprano got shot in the head.
Right.
But if you know that that's the story, and you know that the story is about Tony Soprano, then you love the end of that.
Yeah,
I
well,
loved it. I
look,
thought it was great.
I look at it this way. Like, you don't watch, like, fucking Scarface to not watch him get fucking annihilated over
Right.
a fucking mountain of cocaine.
Right. It's the story of, this is what makes Breaking Bad such a, I've said this before, and I might have said it here on Pop Goulash, this is what makes Breaking Bad such a great show. It's the story of, what the hell's the character's name? Why can't I remember fucking anything anymore, man? What the hell's the
Mr.
matter
White.
with me? It's the story of Walter White.
Yeah.
It's Walter White from start to finish, where he turns to the point where it's over.
Yeah.
And all these people that say, "Oh, well, Walter White would have lived."
No, he wouldn't. He had cancer.
He's dead. He's dead. He died in the fucking barn or whatever the thing was where all of his blue meth was.
Yeah.
He died, just like Tony Soprano died. God.
Well, I can't remember. Did he die because he got shot, or did he die because the cancer got him?
No, he died because he got shot.
Okay, I couldn't
The
remember.
cancer would have killed him anyway,
Right.
eventually. But he went out. He went out the way he wanted to, surrounded by his blue meth.
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a good show.
It's so good.
I need to rewatch it. I need to
But-
go back and do a rewatch.
But I think the Americans, the end of the Americans, it's pretty far up there. It's pretty close. It's if you're a watcher of the Americans, I want to know if you had the same feeling in the garage. If you've seen the end of it, I want to know if you have the same feeling in the garage between Stan and Philip when that whole thing is happening, and you just felt like this is the way this is supposed to end, right? And people who have seen it will know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking at you with a blank stare, like, huh?
I get it. No, it's cool.
Like, fuck you, fuck
no,
you.
but like the end, and people who have seen it. If you've seen it, I want to know. Like, email us, Facebook, whatever the fuck thing you have for Pop
Everything.
Goulash. Yeah, I want to know if you felt the same way I did, or if you felt it was stupid. Because I've heard people who've said, it was kind of ridiculous, but I kind of feel like, no, this is the way this is supposed to end. This is the way that relationship is supposed to end. I don't know. Anyway.
Interesting. This is Netflix and chill. I'm Reuben.
I'm Tom.
This is where we sit down and talk about movies we watch on Netflix, and we had a pretty interesting experiment last week. And I think you want to try it again this week?
Yeah, I think
Alright,
let's do it again. I thought it was cool. I
So
enjoyed it.
we're just gonna be doing a kind of running commentary track, and we'll fucking see where it takes us. We kind of went all over the place on the last one.
I mean, it depends on how much I keep pouring for myself.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a good chance that I'll be.
I have a pretty good reserve, and
I've
got
already
a couch.
had. Yeah. I've already had more than enough.
Oh shit! All right, so this week we are watching Hell or High Water
Right.
with Jeff Bridges and
Chris
Chris Pine.
7.3 on IMDb.
Really?
7.3.
It was nominated for 4 Oscars.
That means nothing to me.
I understand that, but still, like, it was recognized.
It was recognized 5 stars. Dude,
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Well, no, that's what I rated it.
Did you rate it 5 stars?
Well,
do you
yeah.
really do ratings?
Yeah.
I never do ratings. I
Yeah.
don't rate anything.
No.
Nah.
But
I don't
no,
want
like,
it skewing my future.
well, the funny thing
My
is, like,
future
you can
Netflix
tell that I have an old
recommendations.
Apple TV down here in the cave, as opposed to upstairs, because everybody knows that fucking on Netflix you can only give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down now.
Right. I didn't even know we were on the Netflix page. I just thought we were looking at something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, so this is Hell or High
Hell
Water.
or High Water, Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine, the woman from God damn it.
Oh, Katie Mixon's
Katie
in it?
Mixon.
Dude,
Katie
I've got
Mixon.
such a thing for Katie Mixon,
Well,
dude.
she's extremely attractive. It's
Yeah.
understandable.
And you know what? It's funny because the first time I ever saw her was in Eastbound and Down.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And like she was super thin back then.
Yeah, yeah.
But like she's just as sexy now.
Oh, she's really, really sexy. She's
Yeah.
very, very, yeah. Whew. Yeah, Jeff. So Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine, Ben Foster's in this. Who I've seen in a few other things.
Yeah, he's got that familiar face.
Yeah, I don't remember what.
Because I'm like,
I
where the
saw
fuck
him
have I
in.
seen this guy? And like, he's been in movies like a long time
sorry.
ago. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
But like, I've not really. Like,
Recently, I don't remember what he's
no,
been in.
not at
David
all.
Mackenzie's the director, and I know I've seen him do other things.
Mhm.
I don't remember what it was, but
Yeah, Jeff Bridges got nominated for Best Actor. I want to say on this.
for this,
Yeah, I know he won the. I think he won the Golden Globe or something for it.
wow,
But this is an interesting. It's like a western.
it's an.
But
I
it's
heard
like
it
a
described as
modern
a
Western.
neo-western.
Yeah, but
Was what I heard it described as. It's basically West Texas, two brothers
trying to save the family farm.
trying. Yeah, I was gonna do my best West Texas and trying to save the family farm. God.
All right, let's get this bitch started. So
Let's
we're
go.
back on Netflix, and we just hit play, and we're not gonna have the technical difficulty we had last week.
And we're looking at this
The
sun
skyline.
over Earth and skyline, and it's gonna say some word of whatever company this is.
There are words on the screen.
Lionsgate.
for
Lionsgate. Right. Okay. All right. So we're synced up. All right. So yeah.
Dude,
This is. Go ahead.
Chris Pine's in
Do
this
your thing.
movie,
Yeah.
and he is just a sexy, sexy man.
Oh, he's an attractive man. I don't swing that way, but if
Neither
I
do
did,
I.
he's
But
on
if
the
I
list.
did, dude, all right. So let's try this, man. Here, do like a quick rotate so that like the flat part is touching. Like,
Is there a flat part?
yeah, there's a flat part of the mic.
Squeak, squeaky.
Yeah, it's gonna suck to the people who are listening right now, but
whatever. Listen, this isn't. Oh shit.
you can just.
There, like this.
Yeah, but do it the other way. So, like, if you're looking at the TV, we can hear what you're saying.
Oh, I don't know what you want me to do. Reuben is now adjusting my microphone because I apparently don't. Oh, well, I didn't know it did that.
Well, if you would have fucking looked.
I hope you're still here. I hope you're still hanging out. If you're still here, good for
I
you.
might actually edit that. All right, so now, like, you can watch the movie and we can hear you.
Right. If he edited that.
If I
okay.
edited it, probably not. And this is the chick that plays the meth addict.
Dude,
Like,
three tours in
tours-
Iran.
and
I looked at it. It's like 3 tours in Iran.
and no bailout for
no
us.
bailout for me.
So this
Yeah.
obviously takes place right around the big fucking corporate bailouts of like 2009 or whatever.
2010, somewhere
Yeah,
around
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So this
So-
takes place in the Texas Midlands Bank, which is hilarious because, like, you know, George W. was totally like all about Midland, Texas.
Yeah.
Going down to the farm.
Well,
now,
this
Midland,
is
Texas.
this is West Texas, man. This is what it looks like.
But the funny thing is, reading in IMDb, this was filmed in New Mexico.
Somewhere else. It was in New Mexico, which New Mexico is essentially West Texas. They just like to call themselves by a different name.
Yeah, the thing fucking
now
just
they're
like
robbing-
starts off with a bank robbery.
They start off with the bank robbery. Yeah.
You feel bad for this woman. She's already got a brace on her arm. Oh no, I fell
Oh
down.
yeah, I didn't even notice that the first
Yeah.
time I watched it. She had yeah.
Yeah, I just watched this one today, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, so they just fucking treat her like a rag doll.
Yeah, well they're you don't even know who these guys are
No.
yet, but they're in there to rob this bank but they kind of do a cool thing where I didn't even think about this, but I guess if I was planning on robbing a bank, I would probably think ahead like this, but they only take anything other than they don't take the hundreds because the hundreds are counted. They don't
Yeah,
take they don't
ones,
take
fives,
anything
tens,
that's
and
wrapped.
20s.
They just take the loose
Yeah.
5, 10s, and 20s because that's the money that came from the customer
Right.
to the drawer, versus if they
No,
were,
that's the money that
or
from the bank. That's
from-
the bank's money.
no, but yeah, the wrapped money and the
Mhm.
hundreds is the bank money, but the loose 5, 10s, and 20s are customer money that came in, so it's not traced. And it's,
See,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
neat.
yeah.
I
Dude,
if I ever wanted to rob a bank, I guess I'd think about that.
yeah, we're probably gonna spoil this because again, watching like we did,
Maybe not. This might be one we don't
dude.
have
But like
to.
the way that they get away with it. Spoilers.
Yeah, right. It's pretty. It's cool. We
Yeah.
won't spoil it yet.
God,
So,
he's
they're robbing this
holding-
bank.
Yeah,
they got
they-
the girl because this woman. She said, "I don't
she
have
just
the
opened the bank.
the drawer." She just opened a bank, and she says the drawer doesn't have any money yet. It's still in the safe. You have to wait for the manager or whatever to show up, and so they are going to end up waiting
Right.
for the manager, and then they're going to put the gun to his head, make him open it up, and do the exact same thing.
Now it's this big Roscoe P. Coltrane motherfucker.
Dude, I love this though. This to me, this is so gritty and so dirty, and I love this. I love these kind of like, I don't know if you want to call them, what are they?
It's a noir almost.
It's a noir. It's a film noir. It's fucking so cool, man. This, like, I
But
just
it's
think
Boondock
310 to
Saints.
Yuma. When Boondock
Yeah.
Saints, 310 to Yuma.
They're driving a fucking Camaro.
Dude, the remake of that the John Wayne movie, where he's the
True
guy.
Grit?
True Grit. The remake of True Grit is another one just like this, where it's so gritty, it's so dirty, everything's pale.
Yeah.
It's so cool,
So
man.
they just-
Even this Camaro.
Yeah.
You know, this Camaro in real life is bright blue.
No, that's a fucked up ass Camaro. You can see that the paint's
okay,
scratched.
It's fucked
or
up
the
ass,
peeling.
but this is supposed to be a bright blue Camaro.
Easily
but-
tracked.
But here it's fucking nice and pale sky blue.
But you
Dude,
know,
I love this.
it's got
This
that
is-
thing where that westerns have, where like it's got this yellow amber
Everything's
tinge.
covered in dust.
Yeah,
You get the feeling watching this movie that you're in West Texas.
Yeah.
You're in
there's junk
you're
fields.
in the dirt and the dust.
It's funny, like back, like 20 years ago, me and my buddy John went down to SIU to see the Chili Peppers play with the Foo Fighters,
Oh,
and
nice.
and Muse opened up,
Okay.
and like we were getting stoned the whole way down there, and like we were coming up with these theories going through like Southern Illinois of like, you know, you drive down there and there's all this rusted ass farm machinery and
Yeah.
cars broken down
Yeah.
everywhere. And for some reason we got it in our heads because we were high and it was funny that like this is what, like, when society breaks down, this is going to be currency, and these dudes out here in the middle of fucking nowhere
Gonna
with their
be
rust,
loaded.
they're going to be loaded.
Oh man.
Now they come and rob this
Well,
old
this
man
isn't-
in his quarters.
This is the one where the guy's got the
Yeah, he's got a piece.
he's got the gun on him. He's so there's the cowboy at the teller who's clearly doing normal banking and yeah,
Chatting
these
it up
guys
with
come in
Kathy
and
there at
rob
the counter.
Kathy.
But the
I
funny
want to
thing
see the manager.
Yeah.
Um,
the funny thing is too, during this scene, like, this is the scene that lets you know, yes, Texas, it's a conceal and carry state.
Right. Right. Well, not only is it a conceal and carry state, but they're in West Texas where
There's no law.
it's I mean, it's very much, very much county sheriff and just oh, you shot them bank robbers? All right, then, no problem.
Right? They're
You
like,
know?
oh, the citizens groups got him. Because even
Yeah.
at the end, like, when they're like,
Here,
They're
he
chasing
grabs
him.
the gun off the counter. Sons of bitches.
And then shoots
starts
2 windows
shooting them
out.
out. Yeah.
that guy has never aimed a gun in his life.
No. If he can't hit those guys from 20 feet, there's a problem. And he's got 2 hands on the gun. He's at 30 yards. He can't
Dude,
hit anything.
he's just like throwing shit out the window.
Oh,
It's filled
Jesus.
with blanks, just like his dick. He's 175 years old. It's fucking Moses robbing a bank. All right, so
Yeah.
now they're like changing their shirts. They're
They're-
getting their
right.
stuff all taken
Ding.
care of.
Yeah, this is where you realize they're not hitting just one bank.
Yeah, this is the second bank they've done.
They're gonna go. Well, this is the second one because the first one they couldn't. The first one they hit they had to wait for the guy.
Yeah, they had to wait to go.
And then they had to hit this one with
fall.
Cowboy,
Mhm.
and now they're you realize this is a pat. This is not
They're doing
just
something.
there's a plan here.
Yeah.
There's something going on where they're gonna hit multiple banks, and they've got a plan to hit multiple banks.
Dude,
right?
their chemistry together was
yeah,
great.
no, it was
Like,
really good. Well, and they do look like brothers.
Yeah.
They-
Well, I mean, they're just like, don't wash your hair, grow some like ratty ass facial hair.
Yeah,
and-
but they both have that same dirty blonde
Yeah.
look, and that kind of like yeah. I mean they look like dirty West Texas brothers.
And it feels like they get away with all the shit. And here's the title screen
title
is
screen,
Hell or High Water. But like it almost seems like they get away with it. And there's that fucking fire. There's the fire. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They didn't go very far in this movie at all.
No, they really didn't.
But like, God damn it, I lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
That fire comes back up later in the movie.
Yeah.
And there's the cows.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
So they're at the family farm now.
right.
Dude, the way to get rid of a fucking car, this is brilliant.
Oh, this is great. But you have to be on acres and acres of land and
Right.
have a backhoe, have a giant fucking backhoe that
Right.
you can use to bury the car.
Well, how crazy would it be?
Although they buried the Camaro.
They buried the Camaro. They buried the fucking the truck too.
I'm
No,
fine.
no. They buried something else. But
They
yeah,
buried
they buried
something
the Camaro.
else. I'm fine with them burying the other thing. That's
Wait, is it a
burying the
Camaro or is it a Firebird?
I don't know. It looks like a Camaro. I think it could be a Firebird, though. I don't know.
Well, it's like when he.
It was the same car.
Yeah.
They were both GM. It was
Right.
the same car.
But it's like when Jeff Bridges is interviewing the girl that was working at the bank that got robbed, the
Yeah.
young girl.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, was it a nice car or was it an okay car? Was it a piece of shit? He's like, it was a piece of shit.
And then here we have Jeff
Dude,
Bridges for the first
he's looking
time.
so old these days.
You know what, though? He's still...
He's a fucking amazing actor,
He's
though.
so good. I mean, you can just get engrossed. This is
Their relationship was pretty funny too. Like it was
Yes.
so uncomfortable
Him
as
and-
the watcher,
I know.
but like to them, it was just whatever.
Yeah, I picked this because it just looked like one of these movies, and it just is like.
And he's vaping. I never noticed he was vaping before.
Oh, he's vaping. Okay, I didn't know he was vaping either. I thought he was smoking.
Mm-mm.
No, I love this where I just get so engrossed in these characters, man. I could just sit and listen to them and watch them talk. Jeff Bridges in this, Chris Pine in this is the
Yeah.
same way, and even his brother Ben, whatever his name is the same way. I can get so sucked into this, man.
Well, they're just good character
yes,
actors.
good. They're just good at what they do. They're really, really good at making me believe that they are who they're pretending to be.
Yeah. I know I just brought this up on the last Pop Goulash, but dude, does it break your heart a little to see Jeff Bridges dressed up like the dude sitting across a table from Sarah Jessica Parker from fucking Sex and the City in those Stella Artois video or commercials?
I haven't.
Dude, there's
Oh, the
two
Stella
of 'em.
Artois. Oh, yeah. Where he even makes, and she even says something, or the bartender says "White Russian."
Yeah,
And
give
he
me a
says,
Caucasian. Oh, white Russian.
Stella Artois, and well, he corrects the bartender, like, because the bartender says like, "Oh, White Russian," and he goes, "How about a Stella Artois?"
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, no, yeah, it bothers me.
The dude would
It's the
never
dude.
drink
No,
a Stella.
come on, the dude is drinking White Russians forever.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was bad.
My
Yeah.
God. And they built it up so much. Like, there was this online teaser about the whole thing. And you're like, are they going to announce a Big Lebowski 2?
Yeah,
And no, they didn't.
No,
it
they
was a
were
fucking
announced some
stupid, shitty beer
fucking
commercial for a shitty beer.
dumb ad campaign.
Ugh.
Having been in advertising before, that's one of those where somebody in the room has to step up and go, look, hold on, time out. I understand that this is a very popular movie and everybody remembers it, but this is something that's going to backfire on
Yeah.
you. This is something that's because this is a fucking character that you can't alter.
You can't fuck with.
You can't change him.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's fucking bullshit, man. I fucking hate it.
Right. Now
Yeah.
we're in the movie where Chris Pine and his brother actually go back to the family farm. And they're just kind of sounds like they vaguely rehash memories of growing up.
Yeah, yeah. This is
Now the one thing that bothers me, Mom's been dead for a while, right? They discuss that, but
yeah.
like, because you said like when he goes to see his kids and he's like, Mom's dead, and she's like, how long? He's like, a couple months. There's
They
still an
have the
IV bag.
hospital bed.
No,
Right.
I don't care about the hospital bed. When my granddad died at my mom's house,
Oh,
that
the
hospital
IV
bed
bag.
was very. The IV bag still had fucking fluid in it.
All right.
It's a
Well, I
dumb
mean,
continuity error. I'm sorry. That's just that's some shit that is just bullshit.
Okay.
Now this is like a fucking like, this is one of those paintings that you can get at a fucking flea market or a county fair.
Yeah.
Like, hard country guys working out in the fields.
This is the Norman Norman
Rockwell.
I knew I was gonna fuck that up as soon as I started to try and say it. I knew I was gonna screw
but
it
like
up.
just the scope of these shots, these wide shots are just amazing.
It's a very and
it's because it's vast nothingness.
But it's still all just a little bit pale.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it has that dirty Western feel to it, where it's
washed
all
out
just
a
a little
bit.
bit pale.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a well done, well shot movie, and
There's a couple brothers having a beer after robbing 2 banks. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Well, let's bury the car and have a beer.
But here, let's be
they're
honest.
like they're at odds through the whole movie.
Yeah, well, they clearly
They're brothers.
Right, they're brothers, and it's clearly the one is the troublemaker, and the one's always been kind of the straight and tried to do the right thing, and he's still trying to do the right thing, even when he does the wrong thing.
Right, and he's the brains of this whole operation.
Yeah.
Because you learn later on that like the brother. God, what are their fucking names? We'll see in a second.
Foggiest idea. I couldn't even tell you what their names are in this movie. I know it's Chris Pine and Ben something, and that's it.
So now they're going to have lunch, or they're having breakfast.
Dude, I love this. I could totally live there, man. Fucking A. I would love to live in like some fucking dirty, dusty old fucking nothing town.
All right, so we're back. And I enjoy it's like the whole detectiveness of this too, and how the fucking paths have crossed back and forth.
Yeah.
Because now they're just a step behind. Jeff Daniels' character, the sheriff, or he's a Texas Ranger.
Texas Ranger.
He's always like a step behind.
Yeah, and it's and you just get the feeling that this is a guy who's he's kind of retiring too, because him and his partner.
Yeah. It's his lethal weapon.
Right.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Right. But he is you get the feeling through this whole thing. He knows what he's doing. He's a good cop, and he's making connections that nobody would have made.
Right.
And he's following. So he's only a step behind where anybody else would have been 5, 10 steps behind.
Right.
And the brothers are. And you know what? When I read it, it didn't even acknowledge to me that, oh yeah, that's right. No, Toby and Tanner Howard are the brothers' names in this movie. Chris Pine and Ben whatever.
Yeah.
That's how unimportant their names are.
Yeah.
I didn't even, when I read it on IMDb, I didn't even know. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Like white boy names.
I guess. Oh, those were their names?
If they were triplets, one of them would have been a Trey.
I don't know. Yeah.
Man, he fucking pistol whipped the fuck out of that old man, didn't he?
Yeah, beat the shit out of him.
Damn.
Yeah.
But goddamn, man. Like,
everybody wears a cowboy hat and a bolo tie.
Yeah. I loved it at the beginning when, like, God damn it, Jeff Bridges was sitting there and he's like, "Why are you always dressing like me?" And the other cop is like, "There's three allowed shirts that you can wear. You wear the same one every day. I switch it up.
We can wear white, tan, or brown or
Right.
something."
One of these days, I'm looking like I got to dress like you. This is
every
the
now
uniform.
and then we're gonna have the same shirt on.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and this is where he's.
That was funny. What color were they? Their skin or their souls?
Yeah, she's the complete opposite of Katie Mixon in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, she plays like a drug addict or a meth addict in every fucking movie that she's in.
This waitress, this older waitress.
No, she's not the
whatever her name
waitress.
is.
She's the chick from the bank.
Oh, the bank. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. She does. What the hell else is she in? Because she's in
Right.
other shit where she is
She's
like
one of those character actors.
She's got like no teeth and a meth
Yeah.
addict. Yeah.
She's just one of those character actors
Yeah.
that like fucking she fits the role, and central
We need-
casting is like we need her.
We need dirty white middle-aged lady.
Dude,
Oh, we know who that
And with
is.
the exception of the one bank, like all the dude, my favorite scene in the whole movie is when these two sit down at the fucking steak restaurant. We'll get to that point.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
This is it. And
this is
this is Katie Mixon
Mm-hmm.
at her all-time heaviest and still as sexy as ever. What is it about her?
I don't know, man.
Because she's a very heavy woman. She's not thin.
No, but you know what? She's a normal woman. She's not. She's tall. She's very tall.
She's bigger than normal, dude. She's much bigger than normal. Listen, I understand the camera adds 10 pounds, but as that meme states, she must have 4 or 5 on her in this
Jesus.
scene. She's got a lot of This is big. She's big.
You're like, she's got huge tits, dude. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I think
She's always had
I don't
those.
know, man. She's still very. She's
She's just
very
attractive.
sexy. She's very sexy. She's a sexy woman. So they're in this. They're in this
They're at a
diner. Yeah.
And this is where things start going kind of off the rails
Well,
here.
this is where you realize the one brother
Is a
is
fuck up, because this is
is
where they
kind of a
talk
loose
about him
cannon.
being in jail already.
Yeah, he's already been to jail a couple times, and now he eventually, within the next couple minutes here, he goes pretty much across the parking lot
Yeah,
and
it
robs
literally,
a bank.
Literally.
Like he walks across the parking lot to rob a bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the car that they're supposed to keep.
Right. No. That's not the one they're supposed to keep. That was the one for the next job.
Oh, for the next job. Okay.
Because this one was unplanned, because they even said it. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go out to the car. And next thing you know,
yeah, and
he comes out to the car, and you're...
Right. right. Yeah, I don't.
But and that's the thing, too, about this is, like, this one was the off one. Because they were all...
Right. This is
They
the
were
one.
only robbing the Midlands, Texas, and you find out because their fucking video security systems don't work.
Don't work. Well, this is the one that ultimately gets them caught,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the whole. That's the spoiler shit.
Fuck.
I wasn't gonna spoil this one. This is the one that though, because this is how they end up tracking them down, and it's because the one that they didn't plan.
Dude, she's not that big. Like, if you put Jenny McCarthy next to her...
I guess
Not Jenny McCarthy.
maybe
the
not.
other one.
Okay, maybe not.
The other
Maybe not.
McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Well, Melissa McCarthy is. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but she's morbidly obese. I mean, she's a few pounds away from
Yeah.
a reality show,
Right, and he points his fucking gun right in her face.
or at least
dude.
she was. I think she lost weight. I'm
She's
sorry.
lost some
I'm
weight. Anyway.
totally fucking onto something else.
This is the one that most disturbs me, because, like,
Yeah. Well, this is where the
You see-
brother. This is where the brother, the crazy brother, gets to do what he wants to.
because
do.
he's nobody's there to keep him in
Right.
check. And you know what the weird thing was? I felt a real connection between these two.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting to see, like, if they would have pursued a relationship or something after
Oh,
this.
they definitely would have. I think. Yeah. I mean, for sure they would have. They might have even.
Mm-hmm. It's the smile, man. She's got
She's-
a nice smile.
She's a sexy woman. Yeah, she certainly is. She's in some show now too with.
Yeah. Well, no, she's got her own show.
Yeah, with
The American Housewife.
American
With
Housewife.
Dietrich Bader.
Okay, yeah. Who was Herman Munster in the or was he Herman Munster or was
No.
no he was
No, he was fucking Jethro on the
Jethro.
Beverly Hills movie.
Thank you.
And he was also, hey, Peter, check out Breast Exam, Channel 38. Oh, hell, man, I thought this was something you'd be into.
With the Fu Manchu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh
Hey,
my
Peter,
God.
watch out for your bunghole. Dude, he leaves her a $200 tip.
I know.
Bam.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, if I had it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. We were in Arizona one time, my buddy's restaurant, and
Yeah, Texas-wide State Bank.
yeah, this is the one that gets him busted
Yeah,
because there's
He's a dumbass.
yeah,
It was
he's
fucking
dropping money all over
everywhere.
the fucking parking lot. Yeah,
Idiot.
no, we were in. So my buddy of mine's got a couple of restaurants down in Arizona, and we were down there, and I had promised him that when we come down, we'll only come once to his restaurants because he comps me every time. And I'm just like, I told him, don't fucking comp me, dude. I fucking pay for dinner. It's fine. He's like, yeah, we've been friends since we were like 15.
Dude,
Yeah.
always take a hookup.
Well, right.
The
So,
fuck is wrong with you, dude?
so
It's Vegas. They get that meal for like 4 cents.
no, this is Arizona. This is Phoenix.
Oh,
So last time we were down
nonetheless,
there,
same deal.
Last time we were down there, my daughter wanted to go to the restaurant at a second time. She's like, "Oh, I just really want the fried ice cream." I'm like, "All right, we'll go." So I walked in. I'm like, "Dude, I understand you comped me the first time. I get it, whatever. But you can't comp me this time, whatever, this and that, whatever." Blah blah. He's like, "I promise I won't. I promise. I promise. I promise." The bill came and he made the bill out for like 43 cents. So I'm like, "Fine, fuck you." And I called him over. I'm like, 43 fucking cents, and he's like, "You're never gonna have to pay my restaurant." I go, "Oh, fuck that. Your waitress just made a $150 tip. I hope she likes it." And I dropped 150 on a fucking table, and he's
They
like,
just buried the other car.
they buried the other car. He's like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Fuck that." I'm like, this is what she's making.
Right. It's there's a old Ford Taurus, dude.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit old Taurus.
It's a piece of shit old Taurus. But I thought that was the car they were going to keep. But now he's burying it in this
Now
fucking...
but that's a fucking brilliant idea to bury the goddamn car.
Well, if you have... Like I said, if you have fucking acres and acres and acres of land that are buried... that have oil buried under it.
Yeah. Which they didn't really mention until, like, the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie, which, again, we're spoiling. I got to that point.
But, dude, their whole fucking thing, like... Dude, he, like, just gives so many, like, shitty, like, Native American jokes.
Oh.
Dude, he just ribs the guy hard. Jeff Bridges does.
So many of his one-liners are so good.
Oh, man.
But you know what? I like this. I like this because it has this... It just... This feel that... You know what? They both really respected each other, and even though they gave each other shit, that's what you're supposed to do, man. That's
right.
What friends
They're partners.
That's what it is.
Like you develop shit after a while.
I'm gonna give you shit, and like, don't be fucking offended, right?
Right.
What's the fucking? I think I heard it on Rogan. There's some kind of like evolutionary theory behind this whole idea of why men give each other shit.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently there's some theory that because when we used to be hunters and gatherers, we would go hunt tigers together.
Now this is interesting right here. Yeah. Where he's talking about like, well, if I don't go out like this, I'd rather go out in a blaze of glory.
Mm-hmm. Which he kind of did,
but not really.
Spoiler. But there was this whole idea that
and he would leave him to avenge him.
Yeah, that's what he said. Right. Well, it's yeah. Foreshadowing.
Right.
Yeah, very heavy-handed foreshadowing.
Right, and here's the fire we saw at the beginning.
Right.
In the fields. Fucking cows.
Right.
And I guess one of the dudes on the horses here is the director of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He tries to Shyamalan himself into this fucking movie.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, but yeah, The Village wasn't bad the second time around. I'm not rewatching The Happening. You can take that movie and shove it up your butt.
The Happening
was fucking bad, dude. Oh, the grass is killing us.
I mean, it's a bad story. It's just a bad movie, but but you don't realize it's well directed until afterwards, because then you figure out, oh, now I know why Mark Wahlberg was a fucking mannequin, because the plants were the things with life, and people didn't, but whatever.
Right, like he's a good director. I'll give him that. But his scripts sometimes are shit.
Dude, Signs and The Village, to me, are great movies, and I know people fucking hate those. Because they're like, oh...
The water killed the fucking aliens.
The water.
Dude, you come to a fucking planet.
Cool.
You come to the planet that's fucking 80% water.
I get it. I understand. I totally understand the complete ridiculousness of this.
It's fucking stupid. Now they're going to some meth fucking cabin out in the middle of nowhere.
It's fucking Walter White.
Walter White, yeah.
Walter White in a Winnebago.
But it's worse than that. This is like, God, every movie you have ever seen, this is like Hancock's Winnebago out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No.
It's like the sad bastard, I'm going to eat the end of a shotgun movie, or shotgun at the end of the movie cabin. And
he's got a Don't Tread on Me flag.
Yeah, total Don't Tread on Me flag.
Great.
Douchebag.
No, come on. This is...
Dude, that's the worst photoshopped fucking photo I've seen in a good long while.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, let's take 2 pictures of these guys from when they were kids and mash that shit up together. It looked like a fucking Vietnamese era fucking war photo.
I like this. I enjoy this. This is...
Dude, this is where he comes out with all that heavy artillery.
Oh, fuck, man. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, he's got a couple of rifles he's walking out with.
Some banana clips.
Dude.
I don't know shit about guns, so whatever.
We had a rifle bag and a rifle case was all he had. So he had 2 rifles.
Well, and then he had one that was wrapped up in a fucking rug, like
that was the
mafia
rifle bag.
hit.
That was the bag.
Oh, okay.
That was just the rifle bag.
Yeah. And Bill's Jumbo Burger. That's where they were fucking having lunch with Katie Mixon.
Oh, and this is the teller.
Yeah.
She's young.
Dude, like she's like 17.
And he pointed a gun right at her head.
Right in her fucking face, dude.
That's because his brother wasn't there to keep him in check, like you said. Yeah.
And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Yeah. Dude, this is such a good movie. Even this chick, I don't even know who the fuck she is.
She's just a
I've seen him before in other things, too.
Oh, yeah, he's been in other stuff before, for sure.
Yeah.
The other cop.
This other cop. But she's even good, man. I mean, it just is the sign of a good director, man.
Mm-hmm.
All these actors, even the ones you never heard of before.
An okay car. It was a piece of shit. It was a real piece of shit.
It was a real piece of shit.
Well, like fucking Jeff Bridges is in his 70s now, man.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Dude. I was.
But even that scene right there, like the cop comes up next to her and moves her, and it looks like she fucking flinches,
she flinches because he's going to touch her, and she's still terrified.
Yeah,
of what
she's
just
got
happened.
fucking some like post-traumatic shit going on right
for
there.
Sure. Yeah.
And then this fucking douchebag.
Well, he's a banker.
The guy that runs the bank, he's just like, you ever want to open up a fucking place? Come on over here. I'll get you a fucking. You get a free toaster with opening up an account.
Surprise, surprise! The bankers are the
real villain
in this movie. Right? It's not the bank robbers; it's the bankers. Right? Here's a shocker.
Yeah, because up until this point, still, they're just trying to save their folks' farm.
Though, I gotta be honest. I've seen multiple movies with bank robbers, and I always want to root for the bank robber until they start killing people.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dude, you went over the line.
Mm-hmm.
I was with you while you were stealing money from the bank.
Yeah.
But now it's like I
like,
don't know.
Well, I mean, Chris Pine was stealing the money from the bank.
It's the brother.
It's
right,
the brother. The brother was the loose cannon. You always have to have a loose cannon.
And that's why the brother at the end is he's the hero.
Right.
Or he's the
ish.
Whatever ish, I guess. Dark
Dude,
hero, anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
Not really an anti-hero.
But I like how these three guys just didn't give up anything to this cop. They're like, maybe.
Because again, this is
Texas.
This is West Texas. We hate the bankers. We hate them bankers.
Right.
They all from New York.
Right.
Right.
One of them was tall. The other was short.
One
of them had hair.
I gotta be honest though, this would totally be me. If I
Right.
was anywhere, I could be anywhere and see somebody. Yeah, Katie Mixon. Yeah, she's.
Dude, I love what she gives him in this fucking in this part.
Oh, she does the same thing.
Yeah, she fucking
Yeah.
covers for him. She's like,
yeah.
look, like this isn't evidence. This is my tip, and
This
until
is-
you get a warrant, this is still my tip.
This is still until you get a warrant. This is gonna go to pay for the roof over my children's head.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. But this is why you want to root for the bank robbers. You want to root against the Texas Marshal, even though
Right.
this guy, you get the feeling
He's a good dude.
these are two good guys. Chris Pine and Jeff Bridges. These are two good guys going against each other.
Well, that's why it was such a good matchup.
That's why it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
That's why I love this movie. I'm already giving this a fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already at the fuck yeah territory. Yeah.
And like seriously, like I literally watched this movie this afternoon.
Okay.
And and I've had this. I own a copy of this on digital. Like I think, well, because Eli and I share a fucking digital account,
Right.
So like, he'll scan his barcode and codes and shit, and we just build the collection.
Just sure.
And like, it's in there.
Yeah.
And I keep meaning to watch it, and I never did. And then you're like, dude, hell or high water. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, let's watch this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking cops. After she tells him off, these fucking good old boys just laugh their asses off.
Jeans, ski mask, and t-shirts.
Checkered shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting right there, tipped her over $200.
I love this. I just love this. This would totally be me though. Like I said, if I was anywhere and some cop walked up to me, he's like, "You see him? Yeah, I saw him. You see his face? I saw his face. You could describe it? Hell yeah. What did he look like?
I don't know.
Dark hair, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, can we just talk about the soundtrack in this movie for a minute?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude, it's like straight up, not country. This is country and western. This is like
this is what country
old
music is supposed to
school
be.
Country music.
This is yeah.
Dude, it's
yeah.
fucking good.
This ain't
man.
Florida Georgia Line, that's
No.
for sure.
No. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this is like fucking it's good. I don't even know what to compare
I
it to.
I dig everything about this movie. It's right up there with me for me with, like I said, like 310 to Yuma is another one where it's just like, yeah, it's dirty.
The original or the
I love it. Both of them. I like them both.
I've never seen the original.
The original's really good. The remake I think is better.
Really?
Much like True Grit, which we
Mhm.
talked about, that I mentioned I think on the last episode. I think the remakes might be better.
Yeah,
I mean, just from a cinematography. God
Oh, yeah.
damn it,
well, I mean, the technology that they have to
my
make
lips
these
are destroyed.
but just the technology they have in these
Yeah.
now compared to
Right.
30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. is-
Even from that alone, just for that alone, I
Yeah.
think 310 to Yuma and True Grit both the remakes are better, but the original stories, I mean, they're good.
Mhm.
John Wayne, I mean, come on, how do you go wrong with John Wayne?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did play Genghis Khan in a movie.
Yeah, but he didn't do it well, and it
No.
wasn't one that anyone remembers.
Dude, this scene fucking blew me away.
I love this.
So they stop at a gas station to get some shit. And like, so yeah, he's going in, he's going to get cigarettes and soda. Dude, this fucking like.
The younger brother's getting cigarettes and soda. There's
Yeah.
a horse in the parking lot, and the older brother's in the car with the head rolled back, and
these two fucking douchebag kids come up.
They're probably I don't remember what they were
18,
listening
19.
to, but
They
it might have been Nickelback.
No. It's more like fucking like Limp Bizkit shit.
No, it was
And I started talking shit.
They were definitely
I never noticed when he
Nickelback
walked
fans.
Out. So he's like listening to this whole thing. I didn't see him
I didn't see him walk out the first time, right?
So he fucking
He must
throws
be-
his piece out the window.
Right. The kid does.
The dumb
kid
kid
in the
does.
Stupid green.
And he starts to get out of the car, and bam! Fucking Chris Pine fucks his kid up. Dude, this is the best fight scene ever. Bam! Fucking fucked him up. And then he goes to fuck up the other kid in the passenger seat. And he's like, no, man, he deserved it.
He deserved it.
He had it coming. He had it coming.
My favorite though,
And he
with
did
this-
in the fucking door of the car, dude.
with the kid's head. My favorite is before
And then
Chris
he fucks him
Pine.
up again.
No, he
Throws
threw
a
the gun. My favorite is before Chris Pine walks up to the kid. The last thing the older brother said is, because the younger kid has got the gun hanging out of the car,
yeah.
and he's giving him all the mouth, and he says, "Kid, this ain't the way you want it to go. You'd think there was 10 of me." And then
Yeah, Chris Pine's brother said that.
And now, as they're driving away, the older brother sticks his head out and goes, 10 of
To
me.
me, told you. Dude, that's one of my favorite scenes. And then he's just pulling himself up
this
on
is
his fucking
so
door.
awesome, man.
He fucked that kid up. And then the whole Mr. Pibb. Only assholes drink Mr. Pibb. Drink up.
Drink it up.
He fucked that kid up, dude.
Oh, God, dude. I love that scene, man.
This is the best money laundering scheme I have ever seen. Ever.
Yes. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So they steal all this money from these banks, and then they go to the casino, and they cash out the money as chips, and then he just goes and
They
sits
just
at the
hang
bar
out.
with a bunch of chips.
They just hang out in the casino for a couple
The
hours.
problem is the only problem with this, and I know this because I actually got talked to and almost pulled into a room in Vegas. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, you can't do this. You can't sit at a casino. You can't sit at a casino with a bunch of chips at the bar and not gamble and not throw up a flag.
No,
on
no,
these
I
cameras.
get that. I get
But
that.
it is a
In
good
this-
scheme.
In the context of this movie, it's a
Oh, it's
fucking
perfect.
brilliant
And you could
scream.
do it. You could do it if you just went cash out 10 grand and then you go play dollar slots or something.
Right.
Or you go play a $5 poker table or
Mhm.
something, $5 blackjack table for 2 hours and
Right.
walk out with I cashed in 10 grand. I'm walking out with 8,500.
Right. If that.
It cost me 1,500 to wash this money. Yeah.
Seriously. And then, like, it's fucking brilliant, dude. Like, you wouldn't expect this from fucking
No.
Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
Well,
But, like, Chris Pine's character,
this
like
is
you
where
said,
the
he's like
younger brother. He's the one who knows his shit.
Yeah.
He's got this worked out.
He fucking just keeps taking all this money from him.
You ever play poker? You want to go play poker?
I don't like to gamble.
I don't like to gamble.
And then when he starts to get propositioned by that fucking,
Yeah,
it's got to be a prostitute.
the hooker, and
Uh-huh.
the older brother comes up and fucks her up.
Yeah, dude, that was rude.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well.
but you know, yeah,
she
so
was
he's
playing him.
blackjack.
She was playing him for the chips. She saw
Mhm.
all the chips and she was playing him. That's
Dude,
what-
I swear to God, this fucking dude.
is he playing blackjack or is he playing? No, he's playing hold'em.
Is he playing Hold'em?
Yeah, he's playing hold'em.
Dude, I thought that was Robert Trujillo from Metallica.
Oh yeah.
It looks just
It does
almost
look
just like him.
He's a little. He looks older.
Yeah, it's the mustache.
Yeah. Yeah. See, though, this is the problem I have watching this movie is I know in this relationship I'm the older brother.
Hmm.
There's no question. There's no doubt I'm the one. Even with my wife, like when we were in Arizona and she's like, "Oh, well, we're going to go up to the room and we should, we're going to take a nap, whatever, before dinner." I'm like, "All right, I'm going to go to the casino." Like, I'm going to go and spend some money.
See,
Yeah.
I have no desire to gamble at all.
Yeah, well, that's because you're not an addict. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm like, ugh. If I'm gonna waste my money, I'll buy fucking CDs or some shit that my wife will yell at me about. I don't want to fucking mortgage my house.
I only,
over some
for
shit.
what it's worth, I only really get off on playing craps, blackjack, or poker, hold'em.
Yeah, I don't know any of those well enough. Like I sat at the machines.
Craps? Oh, at the machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Penny slots. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. My wife does that when we go to Vegas.
The interesting thing is he says you're Comanche, huh? And he's like he defines what Comanche meant, blah 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 blah. But like the name of the movie was supposed to be Comanchea.
Oh really?
Yeah. They changed it to Hell or High Water. But overseas, where Hell or High Water doesn't translate,
they went Comanchea.
And the interesting part about it, the whole thing too, is that like come Hell or High Water has two different meanings. To either get it done completely, no matter what the cost. What was the other thing? Shit, God damn it! I was gonna come off all smart.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I can't remember names.
Well, yeah. Let's see here, Hell or High Water. It should pop up right quick.
I don't know what the other meaning for that is.
Yeah,
I've only heard the get it done, Hell or High Water. Well, whatever it takes to do this.
Oh, it's the clause. There's a clause that they can put into mortgages and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where is it? All right.
Oh, meaning like a if you're, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
All right, come Hell or High Water. The phrase "come Hell or High Water" typically means to do whatever needs to be done, no matter the circumstances. It also refers to the Hell or High Water clause in a contract, usually a lease, which states that the payments must continue regardless of any difficulties the paying party may encounter.
So same sort of thing.
Both definitions applied to different parts in the plot in this movie.
Okay.
Because the whole reason they're doing this is because they have to continue to pay for the farm.
Pay for the farm
because the mom got a reverse mortgage, which is the first shit. I keep telling my mom, my mom's thought about getting those reverse mortgages, and I'm like, don't do that shit.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You end up getting screwed. Yeah. Okay. So I get it. So that makes sense. Yeah. It kind of fits, and it kind of fits the. Both definitions kind of work, right? They're gonna do whatever it takes.
Dude, and he goes off on that chick, man. I feel bad. I felt sorry for her. I had empathy.
I didn't, because I knew she was trying to work him for those chips.
I don't care.
So I didn't.
Whatever. But there was a moment there where she literally seemed scared.
Yeah.
Because
the older brother's clearly nuts.
Well, yeah. And this is the first time he really shows how nuts. Well, no, I mean when he jumped the first bank
when he did
by
that
himself.
Bank by himself.
But still, just to look at his face there, he's fucking bored. He's like, let's go.
Yeah. This is and so now he's cashing the chips back into cash, and this is where you realize the game they're playing, that it's this whole they're going to steal a bunch of money and they're going to wash it.
And then
they're going to wash it in an afternoon is what they're really going to do.
The interesting thing is too, they write the check to the Texas Midlands Bank, so they're giving their money back to them,
back to the bank to pay off the mortgage,
their own debts,
their own debt for from the money that they stole.
That's the most part that I think about this whole money laundering that was genius.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's you
fucking the bank over to
you root for these guys because the banks are evil anyway. They're fucking horrible people.
And he plays this chick right here.
Yeah. I guess this works for some people in the movies. This never really works. You can't. Really,
no, you just come off as a douchebag.
You just look like a dick. Yeah, unless you're really, and maybe he's really, really West Texas attractive. Maybe he's like the Brad Pitt of West Texas. But
dude, I think Chris Pine is the Brad Pitt of West Texas.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, and he starts watching this fucking
television
dumbass television.
What's his name?
I don't even know who the fuck
that
one is.
No, I'm thinking of who's the guy with the big fucking church, the big famous one.
Ted Haggard?
No, it just starts with a J.
Benny Hinn?
No, Benny. Neither Benny.
Oh, Joel Osteen.
Nor Hinn starts with a J.
Joel Osteen.
It starts with a J. Benny Hinn. The fuck? Pick A or B. E. All of the above.
Dude, I love this scene though. These two dudes, the one guy just wants to go to bed, and Jeff Bridges' partner all he wants to do is he just wants to watch his Jesus program and go to sleep while he brushes his teeth with one of those weird fucking things.
So this is Jeff Bridges, the longtime Texas Marshal, who is now retiring and realizes he's going to have to spend the rest of his living years with the wife that he really doesn't like, who really hates him.
I didn't get the thought that he had the wife.
Oh, I did. I totally did. Yeah.
Because he was like later on in the movie, you just see him sitting there watching TV by himself.
Oh, I think this is totally him not wanting to give up the job that has made him a person for the last 45 years, 50 years, whatever it is.
Right. Because he's been a Texas Ranger. That's
right.
His
That's
identity.
all he's done. That's all he's ever been, and he can't give this up. And this is the younger partner who is probably got a family, a wife that he loves.
And he's looking at the window like, God damn it, dude, will you just get the fuck out of here?
I just want to go to fucking bed.
I just want to go to bed. I got so much shit to do tomorrow. I got to listen to your dumbass in the car for probably 20 hours.
Yep.
In 3 weeks. You can watch because he started watching he started fucked with himself.
Whatever you want all day.
The funny thing was he wasn't even in his room. He was in that dude's room.
Yeah, no, he's sitting there in the other room. You know what? I know this because I've been this guy.
Which guy? You've been Jeff Bridges?
I've been Jeff Bridges sitting in a friend's hotel room at 1 a.m. because I'm bored and I'm tired and it's like,
you just want to talk to somebody.
Hey, what else is on TV? And the other guy just going, dude,
go the fuck away.
I don't know. I don't know what's on TV. If you want to watch TV here, I'm going to go to bed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff Bridges.
God, he looks like Tommy Lee Jones right there.
Yeah, he kind of does. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're the same actor, really.
Dude, Tommy Lee Jones could have never pulled off the dude. He could have never pulled off Starman.
Yeah, okay. All right. I like that they're drinking Shiner Bock, too.
Yeah, that's very Texas.
It's definitely West Texas.
Fucking beer is disgusting.
It's so bad. Dude, it's just awful.
It's like Youngling.
Youngling is...
No, Youngling, fuck a Youngling. That shit.
It's not terrible.
And then now Chris Pine is in the same situation, except his brother's fucking some prostitute or some
banging
shit.
Some, you really don't like Youngling?
No.
It's not awful.
It's not good.
I mean, it's... I don't know. It's as good as Rolling Rock or...
Rolling Rock is not that good either.
No, but it's as good as any other basic freaking Midwest lager.
Dude, I will say this. I'll drink any of those over Budweiser any day, but I'm not happy about it.
Have you had the Budweiser Copper Lager, though?
No.
Dude, it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, and you can get a 12-pack for $8.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I feel the
It's
same
not
way
bad.
about Coors Banquet beer.
This is better than Coors. It's first of all, it's 6.9%.
Well, I enjoy the Coors Banquet beer. I'd never get a Coors or Coors Light, but their Banquet beer, I'll buy it.
I will drink. I will drink Coors Light only when the band's playing because
you probably get it for
I know
free.
I get it for free. I know I'm going to have to be drinking for 3 hours, which means probably anywhere from 8 to 12 beers.
Right.
The only way I can survive that is Coors Light. But no, but the Copper Lager, dude, is 6.9%. And it's aged in Jim Beam barrels. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and you can get a whole 12-pack, like I said, for $8-9. It's it's not bad.
Interesting.
It's worth the try. Yeah.
So yeah, the dude couldn't sleep, so
The dude.
Jeff Bridges wrapped.
He is forever the dude.
He will always be the dude. He couldn't sleep, so he wrapped himself in a blanket and fell asleep on the porch of the hotel.
Dude, I could totally do that. I'm in that.
Dude, you did that.
That was in my car. In
We
your
did the same
driveway.
shit. Your car was the blanket.
So this is where you hear the whole scheme. They're at the bank and they're talking to the bank officer or the banker or whatever the hell, this guy who's in on the whole thing.
Right. He's totally in on it.
Right, and they're going to pay off all these loans, and this is where the whole plan fits together, and you realize, oh, they're trying to save some family farm, and
right,
they're washing money at the casino, and this is
But you find out that is this where you find out that Citgo wants the land, or they're the ones that started all this bullshit?
Yeah. Dude, this is
Chevron.
So
it was Chevron. Which, interestingly, in the Dark Tower series, if I'm not mistaken, Chevron is one of the companies that actually crosses over from our world into their world.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
dude,
So
I
good.
know. I saw that movie.
I
The
know.
one movie with you.
I know, and
What
you
was
guys
it?
were. It was the Dark Tower,
It was good.
and you guys were stoked. You and Chris were like, "Dude, we got to read this book
It
series."
was a good movie.
You never read that book series.
No, I never read it. No, fuck, dude.
Dude, you ought to get on audiobooks and listen to it in the fucking train.
I should. Yeah, but I have to pay for audiobooks.
No, you don't.
Why?
Do you have a library card?
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
get
I guess I could
audiobooks
do
through the
that.
library.
Can you really?
Yes. Yes, I have
Dude.
it on my phone right now.
As
Stephen
an
King's-
audiobook?
Yes.
Dude, what a great book. When he was younger, dude, his early books, man, were so good.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
The later shit is fucking horrible.
Yeah, but you know what? He's
It's
still
all
doing
fucking sex and dicks. It's just, it's terrible.
it. But dude, you go back, it's all sex and dicks.
I don't know.
Dude, in The Gunslinger, he rapes a priest.
Okay, but Gunslinger is
a-
still later Stephen King. I'm
No.
talking.
Gunslinger, the first
yeah.
one came out in 78.
Is it that early?
Yeah, 77, 78. It was one of his earliest books.
Well, there is the whole freaking orgy scene at the end of it, right?
I know nothing of this orgy scene.
Is it it?
Yeah, I heard about it because they talked about why they didn't put it into the
Because
movie.
it's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Because it's awful.
yeah. I never read it. I gotta finish listening to it, but on my dude, this is the best scene.
I love this.
This fucking
Where
woman,
she-
dude, she is the best.
What don't you want?
What don't you want, huh?
Listen, we only serve T-bone
T-bones
steaks
and
and
potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
No,
What
no,
don't-
potatoes.
or
Baked
potatoes.
potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Would waken you
So
40.
wh-
Nobody never ordered nothing but a T-bone steak and a
steak and a baked
baked
potato.
potato. Except this asshole from New York who tried to order trout in '87.
We
don't
don't
sell
serve
trout. We don't sell no goddamn trout. This woman is
Oh
the
my
best
God,
person
she's
in the whole
awesome.
movie.
She is awesome.
You know she worked at that
So
restaurant
what
forever.
don't you want? Do you not want
the
the
green
corn on the
bean?
cob
Or
or the
do you-
green beans?
I'll have my steak medium well. That ain't on the fucking goddamn menu or some shit.
Right. Yes.
She yelled at
Well,
him.
that's what she says. Well, I'll have. I
Medium
don't.
rare. What'd
I
she
don't
say?
want
What'd she-
green beans.
That weren't no question. I don't know. Can I have it medium? That weren't no question. Iced tea for you boys. And at this point, they're afraid of her.
So here is the thing: these waitresses
Are the
actually
best.
exist
Yeah.
in real life.
Totally.
Dude, I have been, and you don't even have to go to Texas. I have been in Western Illinois, and I've been in Iowa. When Chris and I used to ride the bikes
Stop.
out there.
Stop touching
I
the fucking
know,
mic cord,
shut
man.
up.
God damn, I can hear it.
Ah,
Yes, you can hear that.
this is what really scares them.
Dude, that Ghostbusters call, that was fucking great.
With the fucking,
I'm going to have to wrap that one like I wrapped this one.
okay, so fucking what was I talking about?
You
Shit.
and Chris,
Oh,
waitresses.
when we used to ride the bikes. We used to ride the bikes out to fucking Western Illinois and out in Iowa and shit. Those waitresses exist, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
Where you walk in and it's like, dude, I have been in bars in fucking Iowa where you walk in and you're like, oh, yeah, so what kind of beer do you have? We got, and they'll be like, we got old style. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have a bottle of old style. Like, all right, I assumed there was more than one.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
and
where
they,
you would be wrong.
and they look at you with these faces like, why would
What?
you even ask that question? Are there more beers than old style?
Right. This guy comes out with 2 PBRs.
Yeah.
And you see all these oil fields everywhere.
Well, that's what fucking Texas looks like, man.
yeah. Well, there ain't
Jesus.
nothing else in Texas. Like,
And
depending on
certainly
where you're
not
going.
in West
The
Texas.
dead-ass Shell station.
Jesus, man. It there. I mean, it is a fucking. It's a dust storm.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. This is
The o-
exactly
sorry,
what it is.
The only thing
Ranch
that's there
homes
is
and-
Jonesy.
He's not in
ranch.
West Texas.
No, he's in
He's
Texas.
outside of Dallas.
But still, it's
Right?
fucking Texas, yeah.
It's still, yeah.
And Charlie Memphis.
Well, he's been to West Texas.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. This is.
That's his wife. And I'm like, dude, Chris Pine, you could have totally got a hotter wife than that. But
I'll
then,
bet, but
at
I'll
the end
bet,
of the, but at the
I'll
end of
bet
it,
this chick before she had
was
them 3
crazy.
kids, before she had them 3 kids, and before she worked at that factory, this chick was smoking. This chick was West Texas high school cheerleader hot.
dude, well, even like at the very end when she walks into the house at the last time she walks into the house,
Okay.
when he's sitting at the porch talking to Jeff Bridges.
Oh, yeah,
she's,
yeah.
She's got herself done up.
Well,
She-
yeah.
she's
Well,
just
because
like-
now they got the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is this chick? I've seen her before in
I
other
don't know.
stuff.
Like, she's been in things.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of the actors from this movie were in fucking Twilight.
Who?
I don't know.
Twilight.
Yes.
Is that what it said?
One of the series, yeah.
Dude,
one of
that's-
those movies in that series.
Oh, fucking.
Dude, that employed as many people as the Marvel movies have.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did finally see Endgame.
Oh, dude.
I loved it.
Dude.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I couldn't have loved the ending anymore.
Right?
It was so good.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
Fat Thor.
Well, Fat Thor was a little cheesy.
Dude, I loved it.
I mean, I get it, but I love the Iron Man, the Iron Man arc from start to finish.
Yeah.
It was so good. I don't want to spoil anything.
No,
but if
we
you
already
haven't
spoiled it on the last episode.
Well, right, and honestly, if you haven't seen Endgame at this point, and you're listening to this podcast, you're completely
right,
in
because
the
this will be
fucking
out like
place.
a month and a half after the movie. Go fuck yourself if you
month
haven't
and a
watched
half.
it. Yeah, about that.
This will be out a year and a half.
Shit. No, I'm back on schedule.
By the time this episode comes out, Trump won't be president anymore.
Oh, God, we can hope. No, you're like, no. 2024, asshole.
No, I don't give a fuck who's fucking. It
We
doesn't
know,
matter to me.
Tom. We know.
I ain't going there.
Dude, and this is interesting. In this fucking, in this scene, like, he hands his son a beer. Texas is one of only a few states that allows minors to drink when their parents are around.
Texas and Wisconsin. Wisconsin does, because we've
Dude.
ordered beers with my daughter.
I've
who
been
is
fucking
only-
shammed in Wisconsin.
dude. Wisconsin has some weird fucking laws because they will let minors drink
Mm-hmm.
with their parents. Not a problem. But they are still one of the fucking hardest drug states in the fucking country.
Really?
They'll fucking you have a half a joint on you. Yeah, it's 20 years.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking A. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very fucking weird state in terms of the laws that they have. It's very very red.
Really? Well, yeah. I mean, they had Scott Walker for how many years?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's changing though. It's changing. Madison is changing it. They're moving it.
This was a good scene here,
Well, you get the whole father son dynamic with
but like without really saying anything, he really
Right.
says everything. Like
Right.
everything you hear about us, it's the same. It's true.
it's all true.
I want you to be better than me. And his son's like, well, then why did you give me a beer?
Well, what I like is the
Let's go
son.
drink it.
What I like is the son when he says, "You're gonna hear a lot of things about me and your uncle, whatever the fuck his name is, Uncle
Tobias.
Troy or whatever the fuck.
Right,
It started
Trey.
with a T, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Trey. You're gonna hear a lot about me and your uncle, whatever And the son says, whatever I hear, I know it ain't true, and it's like, oh, you get it. Like the son is telling the dad.
What the dad
Listen,
wants. Him
I'm
to
with
hear.
you. I'm
Yeah.
with you, whatever it is, Dad. And then when Chris Pine then follows it up and says, "No, it's all true."
Right, we're
And
assholes.
it's like, oh, fuck. So you got two honest men just wanting
Laying
to
it
be
out.
family and laying it out there, and it's cool.
The
It's-
T-Bone Cafe.
The T-Bone Cafe. That's what it is. We serve T-bone steaks and mashed or baked potatoes.
This is where he and his partner.
She
kinda
was
get
not Katie Mixon,
No,
for
but
what
she,
it's worth.
but she had fucking. She was a firecracker, dude.
Oh, she might have been Katie Mixon 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60.
She said she'd
You
been
think
working.
She was that,
Dude, she said she'd been working there for 40 years.
but she was probably working there since she was 12.
Oh, there you go. Dude, that's a rough 54, dude.
Could,
Or
dude,
56.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Dude, if she was 56 and Jeff Bridges is in his 70s, dude.
Is he in his 70s?
Yes.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He was,
I don't know,
dude,
man.
he was at least in his 40s when he did 40s or early 50s when he did fucking Lebowski.
Yeah, when he was in Lebowski, it was it. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
been at least that movie's been out for 20 years.
Yeah, he's probably in his
Yeah.
60s, 70s. Yeah.
I'm going to say 70s.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Cuz I looked it up when I was looking up all the Iron Man stuff. I want to say he's like 72? 73 maybe?
Could be. I
'Cause
mean,
he
it
was
sounds
older.
about right.
'Cause-
It's just
Yeah, because he was in Iron Man.
1949.
Yeah,
So what is that?
that's well
So
70.
that's 68.
No, 70.
No, 68.
1949.
1949.
Dude, it's 2019.
All right, but it's December 4th.
Fucking
1949.
nonetheless. Okay,
So
he's
it's
69 and a half, you
69.
fucking 17-year-old. I'm 69 and a half. Can't I just buy this Playboy? Fuck you. So my kids haven't learned the concept of a half yet. So I don't have to listen to those stupid fucking, I'm 4.5. Fuck you.
Dude, I'm 48 and a half. Yeah. No.
Fuck you.
I am 48 and a half.
Yeah, I'm almost
think.
41 and a half, so I don't give a shit.
Dude,
Whatever.
41. I'd love to be 41 again. It'd be great.
Dude, I'd love to be like 7 again. That'd be rad.
Do it all over again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
those
there's-
people who say they wouldn't do it all over again are fucking lying
assholes.
bastards.
Right.
You're full of shit. You'd fucking do it all.
Right.
Do you want to be 7 again? No, I could never go through all that again. You're asshole.
Right. If you
Fuck
knew what you
you.
knew now, shit.
Fucking A, I could. Goddamn right. Fucking make me 7 again. I'll go through the whole goddamn thing all over again. I don't
Right.
care.
This is a good scene too, where they just sat down.
The
And
two
this is like
brothers.
this is almost like they're reconciling, kind
Yeah.
of. This is the scene where you could tell they actually care about each other. They might be estranged or whatnot, but they care about each other.
No, well, they're still brothers.
Right.
And this is where you get that feeling of, like,
Camaraderie.
camaraderie and look, for lack of a better term, country shitheads, country
Right.
fucking
Good old
country
boys.
bumpkins, good old boys, right? These are what they are, and family means something. Yeah,
God damn, the way this is shot is just
it's
brilliant.
beautiful. It's such a great movie. Even with this gorgeous sunset, where
Mhm.
you know in real life that's orange and blue, it's still a little bit.
Just muted.
It's just muted, and there's a little bit of dust. You still get the feeling, and yeah,
This is the horse
they're
play.
goofing around, and yeah, whatever. Yeah, and this is where you get the feeling that, all right,
Something's gonna happen.
well, at this point, one of them's gonna die.
Yeah, right.
You know that one of them's dying because, and it's probably the older one because
That's
now
how
they've reconciled and things are better.
And he's a
and-
dickhead anyway,
Right.
so
Right.
dude, you're not a Game of Thrones person, are you?
I have not watched a single minute of Game of Thrones.
Dude,
I know.
you need to. Like, look, if you just haven't seen it,
The
'cause
boy
you're like,
watches them all, and he's all caught up and all kind of shit. And I don't know, man. I just can't. It's to me, it's like another 8 seasons or something that I gotta watch.
yeah, but you know what though? There's a definite beginning and a definite end to it.
I know, but 8 seasons, dude. 8 seasons of fucking hour-long episodes.
Dude, but they're 10 episodes long.
10. Okay,
They're
8
short seasons, man.
10 episode seasons that are
Not
an
even that. Not
hour
even that.
long each.
No, because the last season. I mean, this season's only 6 episodes.
It's
Dude,
still a lot.
The
of
last
fucking,
2 episodes have been.
It's a lot of time,
dope.
man. It's a lot of time.
Yeah,
It's a lot of time, a lot of effort.
dude,
I gotta
you have hours on the train.
an hour each way every day.
There you go. You can
Well,
knock out 2 episodes.
54 minutes or whatever.
You
it is.
can knock out 2 episodes in a day.
All right, now I have to go subscribe to HBO.
Yes, you do.
I know.
Or
that's the
find
other
somebody who
issue.
has a fucking code.
Actually, my son does.
There you go.
I could use his.
This is one of those scenes too. Like they're just waking up. They're getting ready to pull their last jobs, and he's like, "Do you want breakfast? I'm making eggs."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is where it's just regular people
Right.
trying to get through, and that's where you kind of get the feeling of the whole idea of the again, it's not an anti-hero, it's
Yeah.
just
This
a guy trying to make things right.
Right. And this is where they change the plans in the midstream too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well they move banks, and that's again what almost gets them caught.
Yeah. All right. I got to take a piss. Keep talking.
Go ahead. I'll keep talking. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm just going to bullshit about something. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. This is my kind of movie. I mean, this is just a little dirty and country boy bullshit, man. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm supposed to talk about something. I don't know. What am I going to talk about? Oh, this is where they walk up to the bank. The bank is closed, and This is where they figure out that shit is fucked because they didn't realize that this branch was closed down, and now they have to move to a different bank. And again, it's always the fucking, it's always every time you watch a fucking bank robbery movie, or some sort of gangster movie or mobster movie, it's always the little change in plans that fuck things up. If they would have just kept with the fucking plan and not fucking strayed, like in this, the bank that they were supposed to rob is the branch is closed. Don't fucking rob. Then take the day off, go home, and regroup. But instead, they gotta make a shift in plans, and then this is what gonna end up getting them caught. And it's all the time, man. Every fucking movie. Anytime something goes wrong, fuck. I guess if I was gonna be a bank robber, I wouldn't fuck shit up. I would just make sure that I didn't stray from the plan. Yeah. This is where they figure out that this is the older brother again fucking shit up, because it's the older brother who makes them decide that they could still hit a bank today. They just got to go to a different branch, which is in this other town, and that's where Jeff Bridges, that's where the dude is waiting with they're waiting because they assume, well, actually they're not. They're waiting at some other branch, but the other one's bigger or something, so then they all figure out at the same time that they're going to go to this bigger branch. Yeah, man. This is what it is. It's always the little fuck up, the little change of plan. Don't fuck if you're going to rob banks. This is your public service announcement. If you're going to rob banks or you're going to be a criminal, don't change the plan. Stick with the original plan. That's my public service announcement. Dude, I had to fill so much time. How long did it take you to piss?
God, forever.
Jesus.
I've been holding it for a while.
All right, well then.
Alberto, that's the guy's name.
Alberto.
And this is where he kind of puts it all together, right?
Yeah. Well, they're both. So they went. I was talking. They
Narrating.
went to the branch. Yeah, they went to the branch that was closed, and then they realized they had to go somewhere else, and that was when they stopped in the road, and they figured out, oh, they got to go to this branch at Post or whatever because it's the bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jeff Bridges is at the point where he's figuring out that the branch they're sitting outside of ain't going to be big enough to hit. They got to go to this other bigger branch, and this is what I was saying. If everything gets fucked up, as soon as you change the plan,
never change the plan.
Never change the plan. Just stay with the plan. Right? What was it, Hannibal in the A-Team? I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because this is where he's like, the one anomaly bank. Like his partner didn't know anything about that one.
Right. Yeah. This is such even these scenes, man. It's just so well shot. You just feel like, coming around this curve with just planes behind it.
Well, it's fucking America. It's like what people think of when they think of America.
Right. When they think of this is what America looks like. Well, this is America between the coasts, right?
This is the flyovers.
Yeah. And the truth is, this is Illinois. If you go on into the sticks of Illinois, this is what Illinois looks like too. It's just a little less brown, a little less tan. It's a little more green. It's still the same. There's a Chevron station,
dude. Like, look at that. I know that's
gorgeous,
New Mexico,
man.
But god damn, that's beautiful.
New Mexico's beautiful. New Mexico's beautiful too. Arizona, New Mexico. The Southwest is just gorgeous, and it's
all desert and inhospitable.
Well,
Yeah, this is where this is
much.
too big. This fucking bank is too big.
Too big, and they got to go to the other one. Yeah, it would all be inhospitable if not for modern amenities. Right?
Yeah, true.
If you couldn't, you
They couldn't figure out how water
right
get there.
Right. There's no way you could live in those areas. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how to understand how people get from one place to the other in those. Because, like, some of those towns are fucking, like, a gas tank apart.
Dude, we used to go to freaking Arizona. We used to go to Phoenix every year in August.
Yeah, and what's around Phoenix? Nothing. For hundreds
Dude,
and hundreds
it's
of
desert.
miles.
It's nothing. First of all, you got to go, like, 45 minutes to get to Scottsdale. And then there's nothing, dude. But we used to go there in August every year because it was so cheap. Because who's going to Arizona in August?
Yeah.
You could stay at 5-star hotels for like $89 because because it's 130 out.
Yeah.
Fuck
And at that point, you just stay in the resort.
This is my fucking oven. This is not a place. Jesus.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
it's like last summer when we went to Texas. It was like 109 in the shade on.
Dude,
Ugh.
when the last time we were in
but
Arizona,
it's a dry heat. Fuck you, it's hot.
last time we were in Arizona, we were sitting outside the pool. We were sitting outside the hotel at the pool at probably like 10:30 at night. It was after 10
Oh, I
o'clock.
didn't see her send that fucking
Yeah, she
text.
sent that text that said they're robbing the bank. Come quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether it was the security guard that got that or who got that, I don't know. But this is where this big shootout happens,
Yep.
and Big Brother ends up killing a couple of people. Yeah.
Well, there's only 4 people that die in this movie.
Well, Big Brother kills 2 of them here. He kills the security guard and he kills this guy.
Well, that guy shouldn't have been a fucking hero.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Look, if they're not shooting, don't be a hero. Just
I'm with you.
FDIC, bitch.
Listen, even as a guy who is pro self-defense and pro gun, I'll tell you right now, no. You don't fucking start shooting until they start shooting. No.
Okay, so dipshit he was in the right. They had already started shooting.
They'd already started shooting. He was in the right. Well, they started shooting because the security guard started shooting.
Yeah,
and then
he
dipshit
fucking
gets shot in the
just
head.
Bam.
Right, but 4 people died. Those 2, and then the
Yeah,
partner, and right. But yeah,
God damn.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
and
where
this
the
is
whole
all the
thing kinda
good old
goes up. Well,
all the good old boys.
Jesus, man, I gotta tell you, fucking even in western suburbs of Chicago, sometimes I feel like this is where I'm fucking living. I mean,
Dude, you live in Oswego. When was the last time there was a shooting on Oswego?
it's no, there hasn't been. Well, actually, we did have just that shooting in Aurora, which is just outside of us. But no, we haven't had one. But I got to tell you, man, some of the bars I go to, certainly let me put it this way. The little places that I go to sometimes in downtown Oswego, there's a couple of modern bars, but there's like 1 or 2, there's 2 old school, like, fucking old style sign hanging outside the window
Sure.
bars.
See,
Dude,
and I didn't see
sometimes
where
I
he
go
got
there,
shot.
man, and fuck. No, he got shot. Yeah,
He got shot. Obviously,
jumping
he got
into the
shot.
truck.
That's when he got shot?
Yeah, you saw it jumping into the truck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's some fucking bars there that I go to that, like, there's some regulars and shit where I look and go, fuck.
It's like going to the
these
web
guys,
downtown
man,
Aurora.
Like, this isn't gonna end well. I gotta leave. Yeah. Well, Yorkville has fucking, or not Yorkville, Plano, which is just 20 minutes west of us, has fucking problems all the time.
Yeah.
Jeez, that fucking, what's the name of that bar? I played there a few times. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
of it.
It's Plano.
That place had fucking problems multiple times. Jeez.
Well, yeah, because there's nothing to do in those
No,
little towns.
it's fucking podunk, and this might as well go get drunk. Friday, Hillbilly Rich,
damn.
and fucking
So all these
Dude,
good
there's
old
like-
boys, like 5 trucks.
all of them in
are all
F-150s.
Yeah, they're all following the brothers, trying to
Oh.
because they were in. These are the guys that were they in the bank or were they just outside the bank?
No, they were outside. Well, I think they were outside the bank. Yeah.
And that this is where he finds out his brother's shot. He's like, "Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" After he gets done smacking him
After
around
he smacks him around.
like a bitch.
What the fuck is wrong with you, you pussy? Oh, you shit, you're shot.
Wait,
Okay. Well, you'll
What si-
survive.
What side is he shot on?
He shot in his right side.
I know, but like in the scene, like in just the cutscene, just previous
No,
to that,
it's pretty consistent.
is it?
Yeah, because I noticed those things, and this was pretty straight. Yeah, this was done well,
5 fucking blazers.
dude. But this scene, it's just so pretty to look at. It's
all washed out though.
yeah, it's dirty, it's gritty, man. I love this. This is old dirty blues. Look at this fucking one pickup truck after another, after another, after another, chasing these guys. Fuck. It ain't this bad
Right.
in Illinois.
No.
But it's But I could see it happening.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
This is
What kind of gun is that? Is that the dreaded AR-15?
The dreaded AR-15, yeah. But he's got a couple of fun toys on it. He's got the forward handle, and he's got it looks like he's got a scope on there or some kind of he's got some kind of red dot scope on there or something. Yeah, but
He's got the fucking the A-team double banana fucking clip.
But his isn't. But
His is
his
duct
well,
taped
his
together.
isn't shooting like an AR because his is shooting full auto, and so he's unless he's. I mean, but you could make. I'm not gonna I'm not going to get anybody arrested and say how easy it is to make a semi-auto AR into a full auto. We won't talk about that. But let's just say he could have done that, but because it was full auto, I'm going to assume he's shooting an M4 or something.
Right. So here the brothers split.
This is where they split and they got the car.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a good idea. And you get these cars from used car dealer, but again,
The used car dealer was in on it.
But see, this is the hole in their plan. There's too many people who know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because there's at least the banker and at least the used car dealer.
Mhm.
And I got to tell you, I know used car dealers. They'll
They'll
roll on you. They don't care. If the next guy's got a bigger check, then they'll give you up. Yeah. Yeah. But there's too many people, right? What's the old line, right? Two people can keep a secret, or three people can keep a secret if two of them are dead.
Right.
Right. That's what this is. This is just too many people.
Right.
Knowing what's going on.
But even old
Yeah.
Chris Pine, as sexy as he is, looks like he's got a bit of a gut in this movie.
Yeah. Well, he was wrapped up in duct tape because of the gunshot. Could be. He could have a gut. I mean, the camera adds 10 pounds.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. He's drinking beers.
What else has he been in? Because I've seen
Chris
him
Pine?
in so much other stuff.
He was in the most recent Star Trek movies. He was Captain Kirk.
Oh, he was Captain Kirk. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. He's better in this. I'm sorry. I just don't like the Star Trek movies. I like this.
I like
this
the
one
new
a
Star
lot.
Trek movies. I like this one as well.
Yeah.
This is where he comes into the cops.
Well, this is where he
he
decides he's going out in a pile of brass, and I get it. I'm fucking with you.
Well, he also he made a diversion so his brother could get away.
Right. And he goes up this hill, and this is where he decides he's going out in a shootout with the cops. And I love this because I totally get this, where you get to that point where it's like
We're at the end of the line, bitches.
At the end of the line, my choices are I can go to jail, or I'm going out in a pile of brass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out in a pile of brass. I get
And his
it.
brother's just like sweating balls as the cops just drive
Cops
past
just
him
drive by.
because he's driving in a car that was not associated with anything.
Yeah, this is. Boy, there's a lot of pickup trucks in this show,
Right.
in this movie.
Well, dude, Texas.
I know.
Because Texas.
I know, because Texas. Yeah.
Every now and again, a blind pig finds a truffle. God, he fucks with him so bad. And the other guy never fucks with him back.
No. Well,
Never.
because he knows that his partner, he knows that this is a guy who's just, he
Laid down
means
his life
well.
for him.
He means well. He's not an asshole. He's despite all the bullshit jokes or whatever.
He's like one of those old dudes that like you don't want to give him a pass, but he kind of gets a pass because he's like way old school.
Right. I don't even know, and I don't even know if it's that he gets a pass as much as I think Jeff Bridges' character in this movie knows that the jokes he's making are offensive.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the jokes I'm making are jokes I'm not supposed to make, but I'm gonna make them anyway because fuck you.
Right.
Because fuck you, I'm 70 years old and I don't care.
Right.
I'm gonna retire.
Yeah. See, it's not a gun bag. He's got a fucking like a blanket that he wrapped that fucker
that's
in.
a blanket. Yeah.
Dude, this was badass too.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Where he rolls the truck down the hill with the gasoline in it.
And they're like, get out, run. Kaboom, motherfuckers. Damn.
Yeah.
Even though cars wouldn't explode like that.
Well, I don't know. That thing had probably not.
It had 3 gallons of gas in it.
Maybe, yeah.
Most likely not, though.
I don't think it's going up like that.
No, if it was in the back above the gas tank, maybe. But it wouldn't get hot enough.
It was in the script, man. Okay?
Dude, this guy has an amazing fucking shot.
Well, again, West Texas, this is what you do. You learn how to shoot.
I suppose so.
There's a problem here, though, at the end that I had a problem with because when Jeff Bridges takes the other guy, the civilians, and him and his gun up to the hill and whatever, it's like, okay, well, you're going to be at 500 yards. It's like, you mean to tell me you got that scope dialed in for 500 yards? Because the thing is,
damn,
like,
that was fucking
nice shot. He
God.
had that scope dialed
Dude,
in.
now look. He doesn't even look like he got hit.
Nope.
And then he moves him, and there's his brains in his fucking hat.
It was, yeah. But this is the whole thing.
damn.
It's like you got to have that scope dialed in, and that's what most people don't understand. That like a scope is not something that like, oh, I can just use it anytime, anywhere, whatever. It's like, no, you have to dial it in for if you're shooting a target at 200 yards, you have to dial it in for a target at 200 yards, right? Or 100 yards, you have to dial it in for 100 yards, right? So that those crosshairs line up right on the target. Yeah, that's what I was with the whole with Jeff Bridges at the end. It's like, so wait,
Is that Chuck Norris?
no, but it should be.
Right.
It would be like a whole Incredibles cameo when he
Right.
freaking
Just shows up.
shows up and starts shooting
Walker,
people.
Texas Ranger.
Dude, it's the greatest. Oh my gosh, Incredibles 2 with, or not Incredibles, fuck, what's the movie with
The Expendables?
Expendables
Yeah.
with Expendables 2 with Chuck Norris. Dude.
Stallone.
Well, when Chuck Norris shows up at every freaking gunfight and he just shows up and does the salute with the
Right.
2 fingers, like, yep, I got you.
Through this scene, I thought he was going to get caught. At this point, I seriously thought he was getting caught.
Yeah.
He's got a bloody ass shirt on. You can't tell me the cop did not see his bloody ass shirt.
It was in the script, man. The cop's not supposed to see it. It's in the script.
Right.
What do you want? Yeah,
You want to get closer to the mic, essay?
am I too far? No, I'm
Or
good.
Pull it. Wait, now you are.
What? Listen, man.
You can hear you. We can't hear you.
Jesus.
I like how they put that nice touch. They put the what do they call those? The rumble strip.
The rumble strips down.
I can hear you going.
It's not me. I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting here. It's you, dude. It's totally you.
Yeah, these cops totally made it like I thought they were like noticing something. Because they totally kind of like they were all giving them the stink eye. And I know that's what they're supposed to do, but even like
It's in the script. No, there is a whole bunch of tension here, but it's, you have to believe that at some point they kind of thought maybe this is, he fits a little bit of the description. Right. He's in that age group. He kind of looks like the guy, whatever, but they don't have anything to hold him on, so they let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although if they
I
open
kind
up
of
the
felt
trunk,
like
they'd
he
find
was.
a gang of money in there.
I know. I kind of felt like he was getting busted too here.
Yeah.
I thought this was the point where I thought both of them are going to die.
Yep, this is just the way
He's
these
going to die
stories
in
go.
the hill, and he's going to die here, and this is the way it's going to end. But then,
Yep. Move along.
Move along.
Have a good day. Here's your license.
Here's your license. Have a good day.
And then, like, his car wouldn't start. I'm like, oh, this guy's fucked.
Oh, now he's totally fucked because he's going to have to fucking get out of the car, and they're going to see the blood on the shirt, and then, no. Well, he's good.
Is that old Monte Carlo?
No, that's an old Ford. I think it's an old Ford.
Yeah, it's a Ford.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm going to take this duct tape off me because
Duct
duct
tape.
tape's a good way to heal your wounds. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pour peroxide into this open wound.
Dude, Mythbusters made a fucking boat out of duct tape. You could fix a gunshot with duct tape, too. I believe it. I totally believe it. Yeah, it's...
He's like, I need my walking stick.
This is him with this fucking civilian
Right.
with a bolt action rifle from 500 yards.
I'll show you how we killed Kennedy.
Jesus. But I believe it. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay because it's the dude, and I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
God, he's got liver spots, dude.
Yeah, well, I probably have liver spots too at some point. Yeah, this is a great scene though. What is the movie? Shit. I'm trying to think of the movie. There's
Dude, if you dyed his hair blonde and his mustache black, he'd be Guy Fieri.
Oh man. This ends like a
His
lot of
brains really
fucking-
tie the rooms together.
It really ties the room together. There's a lot of this ends like a lot of old Western
Westerns,
movies
yeah.
with the shootout, and it's the guy who you were kind of rooting for, who you knew who was the troubled hero.
Mhm.
He's gonna get blasted in the head.
Right. And the other guy is going to get his redemption.
Yeah. No, this is
I got you, you son of a bitch. They didn't even have to do a different hole spot in his head because he's already got a head wound.
he's already got a head
They only
wound.
had to do makeup once.
I do love that he turns and looks and sees him
Right.
before he shoots him. I love this. This is such a great scene. It's so well done. It's
Oh, hey there. How you doing? What you got going on?
oh shit.
Pop.
Boom. It's he knew
Mhm.
what was coming. He knew what was happening. I love this. I love this scene.
And dude, him right after this, like he laughs
Yeah.
because he's finally relieved that he got the guy,
Mhm.
and then just weeps. And you feel like it's a combination of everything that he's been dealing with in the force for so long.
Yep.
But then on top of it all, like it's finally he's getting a release of his partner dying, and he's finally being the person who brought that to
Who
an
brought
end.
it to justice? Yeah.
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 Texas justice with a bullet. What if on the side those weren't clips for his fucking handgun, but they were just harmonicas?
Yeah. No, you get the feeling through this that at
God
the end
damn,
of
that
this,
was a perfect shot.
it was great. I love this. Even this
Yeah.
is even good. Even
He
indoor
hears
in the
about it.
casino.
Yeah, he's in the casino getting ready to launder the last of the money.
It's so good. But you get the feeling through a lot of this that Jeff Bridges is he's this cop that just has had this such a hard life, and just he's just dealt with a bunch of bullshit,
Yeah.
and he gets to this point now where he gets the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the bad guy in the head with a nice shot from wherever, and he feels like, fuck, I can go home.
Right.
I'm good.
Yep. Gonna
Yeah.
go home now.
Yeah.
Have me a Caucasian.
Yeah, and here Chris Pine is.
Because this is where he
it's the
discovers
exact
that his
opposite.
brother gets killed.
Right. This is the exact opposite, right? You just had this cop who's lived this horrible, you feel like
Mm-hmm.
normal but painful life, right? And he's finally found redemption. And now here you have Chris Pine, who should have found redemption in the fact that he's knocked over all these banks. He's got all this money. He's going to pay
gonna
off
get
all
away
the bills.
with it.
But he now realizes, this isn't redemption. This is, I'll be able to pay off these bills, but I don't. Right? It's like that whole twist thing where the hero becomes the villain, and the villain becomes
Right.
the hero, kind of thing. And it's the same kind of thing. This is so good. Even this shot, man, it's so pretty.
A long, lonely highway east of Omaha.
This is a great.
Oh yeah.
This is great.
Because that fucking banker, fuck him.
He's
He was
such a
all like, "Oh
dick.
well, yeah. What are the odds? That's convenient. You got exactly the amount of money you needed."
What a fucking asshole.
Right.
Fuck you. And then he says, "Well, all right, we'll fax over
Fax
the lien of title, or we'll fax over the title and whatever." And the guy goes, "All right, well, I'll wait."
Yeah.
Well,
Chris Pine's like, "Nope, I'll wait.
yeah.
I'll sit here and
The
watch you do
release
it."
of lien, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll fax over the release lien before end of the week. Well, it's almost end of the week now. I'll wait.
Right. You're like, "Fuck you, get this shit done."
I love this. Yeah. He's such a dick. What an asshole. Fucking
Mhm.
banker fuck.
Yeah, because if he would have done it, it would have fucked him,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they still would have kept the money
And right.
because they could.
Well, because if he would have missed the payment, if they would have faxed it in a day late, he misses the payment,
Right.
and then they get fucked because that's the way this whole
Look
fucking
at that old
thing
ass
works.
fax machine.
Jeez, dude.
So this took place in the late '80s, early '90s.
Uh,
That's what
or
I'm guessing.
or you're in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
in like current day. There's still places with that fax machine, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
But,
my
dude,
daughter's doctor.
But you did not see a cell phone through the whole movie.
No, good point. Good point. Maybe it is late 80s.
Or it's in West
Early
Texas
90s,
and they
or
don't know
it's
what
just-
cell phones are.
Dude,
Sorry, West Texas.
Dude, my
listeners.
daughter's doctor was when she was first diagnosed with fucking diabetes. Now, she's wearing a fucking insulin pump that fucking Bluetooths to her phone to transfer fucking blood sugar levels to her phone, and that the doctor though wanted us to plug that shit into a computer each month. Why? To print off the report of her blood sugar numbers for the month. Why? So we could fax it to him. Are you fucking kidding me?
How about if I just make a PDF? I'll send it to you.
What? Are you what? Fax it? I fucking email it? No, just
Right.
fax it. Dude, it's fucking 2010.
Right. I can get you a higher quality resolution.
I
than
mean,
a
like,
fax.
carrier pigeon at this point is faster than fucking faxing. Jesus Christ.
Dude, okay, so here we are. Jeff Bridges is finally retired, and he's still, this case is like eating at him.
Bugging him because it's the one he kind of solved, but he didn't
Not
really
quite.
solve.
Because he knows that fucking Chris Pine's involved.
He knows the brother's involved, even though the department says the brother's not involved, and there's no reason to believe the brother's involved. He was never a criminal. He never did anything. Whatever,
the good son.
But Super Cop Jeff Bridges
Just won't let it
knows
go.
the brother's involved.
Yeah, somehow,
Yes.
somehow.
Right.
And then they find out that the ranch is pumping like 20,000 barrels of oil.
Well, more money per month.
$50,000 a month.
And they only stole 40,000 from banks.
Right. So that nobody's going to give a fuck about it.
Right, right. Oh, I get it. You stole just enough money. You stole less money than is going to pump out per month, and you have insured your land through the banks that you robbed. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, right here's when they're
that's
talking
the whole,
about him.
That's the whole scheme, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of thing where he's got a trust in with the banks. The trust is in with the banks that they robbed.
Right.
So, and the idea is that because he's gonna make more money from the oil that's on the land
Nobody's
that's
gonna
in
care.
trust. Nobody's gonna care that they robbed this money. Right.
Rob the bank to pay the bank
A
back.
fucking brilliant
Yeah.
plan. It's genius.
Dude,
It's
this
absolutely genius.
this movie is on the Usual Suspects level of
Pretty
brilliant
close.
heist movies.
Yeah, pretty close in terms of heist movies. It's certainly up there with that and whatever the DiCaprio heist movie.
The Departed?
Was it Departed? The Departed's not really a heist movie.
That's a mafia movie.
It's a mafia movie, but it's the same kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Italian Job
The Italian
is
Job,
another
yeah.
one. Good heist movie. Yeah, this one's
Any of
up
the
there.
Ocean's movies.
Yeah, this one's up there. The only difference with this one is you kind of, the plan's not really a twist at the end. You kind of know what it is.
But it's very like I would go as far as to say it's a pretty original story,
very original.
and very true to where it's located. All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got a
for
TV
sure.
remote, but they don't show the TV. I'm trying to get a time frame here.
Yeah, try and
that
see if it's
long-ass
like
remote-
80s or.
But that long ass remote's
It-
from like a modern Samsung.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But none of the cars that you see are anything that's less.
No, they're all older cars.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say anything older than like a 98.
Certainly, yeah, late 90s.
'Cause the
yeah,
trucks
everything
even,
looks
like-
late 90s. Oh, I don't know. Some of the trucks in the chase were a little
Really?
newer. Yeah. Some of them might have been a little newer. Yeah.
But still, no cell phones in the whole fucking movie.
No. This is the scene at the end where
Yeah.
he rolls up on Chris Pine working on his ex-wife's
This
ranch.
is a great scene.
Oh, it's fantastic because because both of them know the truth.
Yeah.
Both of them know what really happened, and both of them know
The other person
other
knows.
one knows what really happened, but they're kind of reaching that point of it's that old standoff kind of thing where they're reaching
Mhm.
that point of okay, is me knowing is enough.
Right.
Me knowing what you did is enough, and that's
Mhm.
fine. Yeah,
You got away. I'm the man that killed your brother.
yeah.
Toby, that's his name.
Toby,
That's Chris Pine.
Toby, that's Chris Pine, and Tanner was the other
Tanner
one.
or Trace.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. That's how little this matters.
Right.
Their names matter so little.
The story was great though. The story
It's
matters.
It's such a good movie. I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I just from the way it's shot to the story to the characters in it. This is really one you can get completely lost in the dialogue at times where you're just completely sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, I really dig this movie, and this is So here's the big standoff.
You see they're putting an addition onto the house
Mm-hmm.
with the pump right there. Bam.
Right. Less than 100 yards off the deck is the
Mhm.
pump bumping
Two
oil.
of them.
Yeah.
This is the big confrontation. This is like, God, what other movie has a confrontation like this?
Oh, a lot of them do. A lot of these
Yeah.
old westerns for
well,
sure.
it's like in Heat. That scene where Robert De Niro
Dude.
and
with Al Pacino, and Robert
Pacino.
De Niro in the old
in the diner.
the diner, but before that, is it before that in the old parking lot with in the middle of the night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, such a great scene.
From what I heard, and what I've read, if I'm not mistaken, during that diner scene,
Yeah.
Pacino and De Niro were not in that scene together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they filmed it at separate times.
I don't want to hear that. I want to believe they were there.
Right?
Dude, it's such the whole end of that movie.
Yeah.
From the time Val Kilmer walks out of the bank,
Mm-hmm.
everything from that point is just so good.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a long-ass movie.
Yeah. Yeah, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good, though. Yeah, and great acting. Val Kilmer's, dude,
Right.
God, what a waste of talent he was. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is such a great scene.
Yeah,
with
where he's
two
like,
of
look,
them
your
back
brother
and
was a
forth.
habitual. He just did it for the thrill of doing
Right.
it. But for
Right.
you, no. There's nothing new around here. You got all this fucking money now.
Yeah.
You know, you stole all this money, but you have nothing. Your brother would have been flashy with it, but you just decided, I just don't get it.
Yeah, man.
Help me understand why 4 people died.
Yeah. And isn't this the scene too where is this the movie where Jeff Bridges or something says I think it's after the kids pull up. After mom and the kids pull up, Jeff Bridges is walking off the porch and he says, "Yeah, ain't nothing we wouldn't do for our kids."
Yeah.
Because he finally gets it and he finally
Right.
realizes like, "Oh, I understand why you did this.
Yep.
This isn't for you. This isn't
Mhm.
about your brother did this to buy flashy cars.
Right.
You did this
For your family.
kids." Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the Walter White thing, but didn't go overboard.
But didn't go full on
Right.
meth dealer.
Right.
Crazy.
Or murderer.
Crazy meth dealer murderer.
Because he never killed anybody. He never shot anybody.
No. I mean, he's an accomplice though
Yeah.
in a couple
yeah.
murders. Yeah. But but you feel for him and you feel like he's the good guy in this.
Oh yeah.
You feel like it's okay. Whatever he was involved in with his brother, it was his brother that pulled the trigger. It was his brother that killed the guys.
True.
So you feel like I'm okay rooting for this guy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And you of course you want to root for Jeff Bridges because he's just a guy who's trying to follow the law and trying to do his job, trying to solve the case.
I've never seen Jeff Bridges play a character, whether it be a good character or a villainous character, where he hasn't been likable.
I'm trying to think. I don't think of one.
Because even like in in True Grit, when he plays
True
Rooster
Grit, when he
Grit,
plays
Rooster Cogburn, he's a dickhead, but he's endearing.
But he's still likable.
Yeah.
Right. He's still he's that crotchety, likable old man.
Right.
Right.
Get off my lawn.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think of one where he was he was unlikable. And this is where Jeff Bridges finally puts it together that you did this for the family,
Right.
Because the family shows up and the wife shows up. And
Well, the funniest part is like he's
God,
man,
I've seen her
what
before in other stuff.
about your husband. She's like ex-husband.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen her in something else. I don't remember what it was. Damn it.
Yeah, a lot of these people, because I was looking it up when I was watching the movie, and a lot of the movie was just extras or actors that had been in, bit parts here and there.
Yeah. And this seems to be the trend with a lot of the stuff that ends up on Netflix is you get these movies that are dominated by, you get 5-6 names that you 5-6 names that you recognize, and like maybe there's one name in there that it's like, oh yeah, he's like Chris Pine.
Right.
This one, Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, and a bunch of other people that I've seen in other stuff before. Yeah.
Yeah, so this part of the movie kind of confused me, where they were like openingly like challenging each other, I felt.
Well, I think this was kind of leave it open ended because you kind of get that whole like, they still don't. Neither one of them are happy with the way this ended.
Right.
Right. Because A, you killed my partner. B, you killed my brother.
Right.
Neither one of this are happy because both of them see those other people as family.
True.
And the bottom line is, you killed my family.
Right.
Right. So it's like this whole, well, I'm not happy with the way this thing ended. We may have to find another ending to this, but for now, we're kind of where we're at.
Right.
And it's
But if you ever want to have a rumble,
if you ever want to solve this, problem, if you ever want to fix this thing where only one of us walks away, you let me know.
You know where
we'll
I'm at.
Figure it out. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I like to believe that they both just walked away and they decided, you know what, we're just going to go on not liking each other from now on, and that's
Right.
just going to be the way it is. Yeah,
And that's the movie.
that's the end of it. Yeah.
Damn, this is such. And much like Swiss Army Man was one of those movies where like I would have never watched this had this not have been for
Right.
this.
Right.
I mean, I heard all the good things about it, but I would have probably shut it off.
Okay.
But I enjoyed the fuck out of this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I would have never have like started this movie on my own.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. This would have been one that probably sat in my queue for a long,
Yeah.
long time.
and then like I would catch like 20 minutes of it on FXX or some shit. And I'd be
Right.
like, oh fuck, I need to watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is just this is a great
again,
shot.
What a great shot at the end, man.
Just through
with
the wheat.
wheatgrass. And
Yeah.
it's just fucking so with the orange sun behind it. It's the
Mhm.
first time too that it's still muted, but it really feels brighter.
Yeah.
You know, because you kind of feel like, all right, things are kind of resolved.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love this,
so
man.
fucking good, man. This movie was excellent.
I love this movie. I really, really dig this kind of movie though. And so for me, it's like, you know, this was a no-brainer because
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of like, you know, the whole 310 to Yuma and
Mm-hmm.
that type of gritty, just dirty
Sure.
cowboy movie.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, you know,
Right.
yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's a good movie. So yeah, definitely a fuck yeah for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm fuck yeah this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This movie was fucking great.
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah.
Anything
All right,
else?
man.
Well, what do you want to pull for next
That's all
one?
I got. Are we gonna pull something for next time?
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm thinking of. I got a couple that I have in mind. I got one that's really old, and I got one that's more recent. And I think I'm gonna go with the older one. I think I'm gonna do next time around. Let's do Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand. Oh fuck, I love that movie
I-
so much.
I've never seen the whole thing start
Really?
to finish. I've seen every part of it in different like places, so I know the whole movie, know the whole
Right.
story. But yeah, let's do Cool Hand Luke because I
works.
think it would be awesome to go through that and just even having both of us seen it and just
Right.
it's such a Paul Newman, man, at his very, very,
Oh,
very
dude.
best.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's the one
Absolutely.
we'll do. Let's do that.
Fantastic. All right, for Netflix and Chill this week, I'm Reuben.
I'm Tom.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Leave Brittany alone.
It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch.